Now we are tied 2-2, Nick and Corey. All right, we're gonna go to tie-breaking challenge. So the popsicle stick is in your mouth. You will stack the dice, one on top of the other. If you drop them, you've got to pick them back up. Start over, one on top of the other. You can only pick up one die at a time. On your mark, get set, go. Corey drops his dice. Corey's catching up. Nick has dropped his dice. Corey's dropped his dice. You got to find those dice.
Yeah. It's possible.
I did it earlier.
How many
today.
seconds is that?
3 seconds. Take your time, guys, because this is a stacking. Fall.
I have one down here, I think.
It's actually on the rock, so.
All right.
Where? Oh, thanks.
I don't want this to go on forever. We're gonna go to 6, so
Sorry.
we haven't gotten to 6 yet, so that's fine. Okay, wait.
Sorry,
And go. Dropped. Nick, Corey.
Oh my god.
Good job, Nick.
Knock it out.
All right, somebody
Damn.
close. Okay. Corey, the tribe has spoken. You're the last member of the jury. Final 3 time, guys.
Is there one more challenge, or is it this is it?
This is it.
Shut up! Oh my
You're on the
god!
final 3.
Your camera keeps going blurry.
All right, we're gonna bring in our final 3. We have Stacy, Nicholas, and Jeffrey. They've made it to the end, but now they must face the jury.
Yikes.
The jury being Trip, Kevin, Jesse, Roger, Dave voting in abstention, Lily, Kyle, and Corey. Okay, so we're gonna get started with opening statements. You'll each deliver an opening statement. Try to make it somewhat brief. Talk about how you played, why you think you should win, why you think these people who you voted out should vote for you to win.
Hi everybody. It's weird to be here at the final because after everyone turned against me that I brought to the end, I was starting to prepare sassy comments to them standing where you guys are. So this is not where I thought I'd be right now, honestly. But I just want to say it's been a great game. I had a great time. I really enjoyed playing with everyone, and I would like to say that everyone that I made promises to, I kept them pretty much to the finals there.
All right. Yeah. Wow. I truly, the start of the merge, I would not have expected to be here at this point. And this is honestly not lip service. I think everyone from the merge forward played to win, and I respect the fuck out of that. You guys did not make it easy to get here. The moves that I made have been risky, but it's something you have to do in order to win this game. And I hope that ultimately I've earned your guys' respect in how I played this game.
I'm really happy to be here. I'm really grateful. It's such a hard effort, and we all know. I just want to say, to address Kyle directly, I could tell that you were upset just now. And I want to say that it wasn't until the fraction in our alliance that I realized that that wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So it just kind of fell out from underneath me, I felt. And I'm sorry that you had to be part of that. And I also want to speak to something that Lily has said about riding the coattails. My only thought on that is just because you don't see the strings being pulled doesn't mean you're not part of it. I've been working with Patrick for a while. I'm sorry, Nicholas. You look like a Patrick to me. I always do that in my mind. I've been working with Nicholas, and I knew about his immunity. I knew about his advantage or whatever for a while. But so I was trying to, help my buddy out, who I had a strong alliance with.
Okay. All right. So we're now turning to the jury. So we'll start with Trip.
Oh boy. First off, congratulations. I actually think that all three of you were super worthy of winning today.
Thank you.
However, a lot of things that happened today came down to the first 2 rounds of the game. One of those things being me not have even made the merge. And so we do have one person from Beechwood who's in the finals. We have 2 very flashy players, and we all know what they've done to get to the finals today. I want to hear from you what exactly strategically you did to get here. Because I think you might be one of those players who's just not flashy, but just as good as everybody else. And I want to hear exactly what it is that makes you as good as these 2.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What ended up working out for me well was that Nicholas and I had an alliance, but we weren't on teams together for a really long time. So as we moved on and made other relationships, when we came back together, no one knew that we knew each other. So that was my biggest advantage. Not that we knew each other going in, but just that we had made that agreement before the game.
So you're only in the final 3 because someone else in the final 3 this year?
Because, they both helped me a lot. So I think a lot of it was chance and a lot of it was who you knew.
Hey guys. Great job. Yes. Yeah, that was pretty upsetting. Jeffrey, my question goes to you. All night you kept saying, I have this beer in my trunk. I can't wait to get on a jury. Did you ever have that beer in your trunk?
It wasn't beer. It wasn't beer. It was peach vodka, and it's still in my trunk.
And that was truthful.
It was absolutely truthful.
Okay.
Yeah, I brought it out there. If you noticed when we were by the bathrooms, prepared to go to jury to be like, all right, jury, let's hang out.
Right.
But that never happened.
All right.
Go figure.
It's more for the jury. I think the jury sometimes will be like, oh, I got my feelings hurt. This person, they voted against me. That's how you play the game. So if you guys are voting because you got your feelings hurt, that's ridiculous. You have to vote who you think is the best player. And at this point, I honestly cannot tell. I'm still trying to decide. I think you guys all did a fabulous job. Of course you had to lie. Of course you had to be vindictive. And that's all I have to say.
Hello. I can't see any of you. Everybody, who did you say you would have sex with?
That's funny.
Can we turn the camera off?
That's only fair.
That's fair enough. Okay, fine. My answer was Kyle.
My answer was Roger.
Mine was Jesse.
Did she great question.
How did that win the vote?
Wow.
I know who he's voting for. And me. Without having the 2 moves that required your immunity idols, what were your next best moves that define you from one another? And I'm speaking to Jeffrey and Nick.
First, after the painful loss of Trip and the randomness of Kevin, it was really hard for me to navigate the needs and wants of my good alliance member Kyle throughout all of this. And so I feel like even though I had a strong early bond with Kyle and Stacy, that trying to navigate the three of us through Kyle's wants and needs of the three of you, Jesse, Roger, and Lily, was extremely difficult and taxing. And I didn't have to have an immunity idol for 3 of those votes. So that I think is 1, 2, 3 really big things that just off the top of my head. I could probably think of more if you need more.
I think the second, without involving the idol, the second move that would be the biggest for me is the stepping off that beam to take that advantage. I know my own limitations on my body, and I also figured maybe more people would go for it, but the main driving force was that Beechwood, there was only 3 members, and I was pretty sure Kevin was very close with a lot of people. Jesse, I already tried to fill him out before, and it didn't go anywhere, so I was like, I have no one. Really, I lost Trip, I lost Jenna, I have no one. I need to have something that will make me feel even safer, even though I had that idol.
Also, I forgot about Dave. It's 4 people in a row that I had to navigate.
Y'all played really well. I knew it was gonna be y'all 3. Tough decision right now. Nicholas played a great game. Jeffrey obviously played a great game. And Stacy, you played awesome.
Seemed to me that most of the time, Jeff, you were playing from the top, and Nick, you were playing from the bottom. For both of you, it worked out, and you both managed to do that really well. Why is one better than the other?
I answered first last time. Can I let him go on that?
I'm going to disagree with you. I didn't play from the bottom. That's just not true. I was the one who said Jesse out at the get-go. I started that ball rolling, and I made my case on that. I made decisions in this game. From the first challenge, I could see my team scrambling to go try to find an idol, and I was like, no guys, we need to fucking get on this and make a decision and get someone out. That's how you feel safe. Maybe sometimes it seems like I was just going with the flow, and I was, because I knew that A, that was already a decision I wanted to make, and B, sometimes you want to be the person who's not always making the decisions. So I knew how to play that role when I needed to.
I think both are valid positions to get to the end, top and bottom, so to speak, in this game. But the thing is the top is the top when you come down to it. And I really think that the last couple challenges I didn't think I was going to win, and that solidifies me as part of the top. And I think that my ripped pants speak for themselves when I say that I put forth a lot of effort, and the bottom is admirable, but the top is the top.
Well, my feelings are hurt. I'm just kidding. No, I had so much fun. I really don't have anything much to say. I had a blast playing with you guys. I think you all played a great game. It was a blast. I don't know who I'm voting for yet. Still figuring it out, but
You
thanks
only
for
have like
that.
2 minutes.
It was awesome. And Survivor gives me anxieties. Okay.
Also great job, had a lot of fun. I'm glad that I made it that far with you guys. What a surprise. I feel like we all helped each other. I guess I'm just curious to know what's one thing that you regret.
I kind of regretted voting Trip out the first time. It came down to he and Paul, and I sort of attached to Paul because of you. But he and I never really, I don't think we talked about it. You hadn't played the game before, and so I kind of wanted to see you go further. So I kind of regretted choosing like a friend over a player, even though I love Paul.
If I'm forced to say that I have one regret in playing this game, I would say, because I've made moves that should have got me the fuck out of here, guys. Come on. It didn't happen though. If I have one regret, it would have been playing my idol at the first merge, like doing it then, because then Kevin would have stayed in the game, and then we would have had more numbers, and I don't think we would have scrambled nearly as much as we did. But I don't know if I would have been here if I did also.
I really wanted to tell some of my closer people about my immunity idol earlier, but I really wanted to keep that just between me and one person until I needed it. So there's that, but also the trip vote was really a big heartbreaker for me.
So I'm going to allow each finalist to make a very brief, like 20-second final statement, and then we will vote.
I really appreciate what you said about the players, because I feel like that is my strategy, and like I try not to be too demanding. I try to take in other people's points of view, and you know, play with soft mittens on. So that's how I like to do. So yeah.
I was the person voted least likely to win this game, and I'm here. I still could lose. That's very much could happen. But I think if you guys really dissect the game, you will see that I have made the moves worthy to be the sole survivor. I have deserved my position in here, and I deserve to win.
Yeah, to recap, what I've heard tonight is Stacy, while great as she is, she like made a pre-alliance or something with Nick going in.
No,
That's
not true.
that's not what I heard?
No, we made it
earlier. Okay,
started.
great.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then also, you guys voted Nick least likely already. I mean, you think you could skip that. Also, it's been great. Make me the world's first fattest survivor. And I need to buy new shorts because they rep. Thank you.
Okay, and with that, we will vote. Just vote your heart, vote your soul, vote your brain, vote whatever you want, but vote. So we're going to start with Trip. I already have.
Oh, I still haven't decided. Jesus. Okay.
I just thought Stacy's answer wasn't satisfactory. She actually could have stolen my vote. And Nick shouldn't be here for all intents and purposes. Like I said, like there's no way he should be in the final three, and he is. So there you go.
I still think he was pretty good at masterminding most of the stuff. Very intelligent guy, and he did have to deal with my flip-flopping, so anyway, that's mine. And he needs shorts.
Right. Strategy worked for me this whole game, so I'm gonna stick to it. Sticking with my girl, Stacy.
So I think they all played really well. But Nick didn't really know anybody. Jeffrey knew lots of people. Stacy had friends with Corey and Paul, and she was kind of like, they were all merging together. But I felt like even though he had that one person, he had Stacy, he really did a good job of like staying in the game. He almost got out a bunch, and just a real fighter, and I admire that. Wait. This is who's gonna win. Yeah.
I guess I have to vote for Jeff. Can I just say I called it?
I will read the votes, and we will find out who the winner of Survivor LA Season 2 is. This is very exciting. Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote, Stacy. Next vote, Stacy. 2 votes for Stacy. Jeffrey. Jeffrey. 2 votes Stacy, 2 votes Jeffrey. Jeffrey. 2 votes Stacy, 3 votes Jeffrey. Nick. 2 Stacy, 3 Jeffrey, 1 Nick. Nick. 2 Stacy, 2 Nick, 3 Jeffrey. This has never happened on the actual Survivor, but we have a tie. I've always wondered what they would do.
I know what they do.
I know
what they do.
what I would do, and I'm going to go with what I would do. I'm curious what they would do. I'm very curious, but I've already decided on what I want to do.
I'm so happy right now.
Stacy, you're in third place. You will come vote for the winner.
Oh, look at that.
That's not what he do, but that's awesome.
The winner of Survivor Los Angeles, Season 2, Nick. Congratulations, Nick. You are the winner.
Oh my god. What? Holy shit! Oh my god. I can breathe.
Jeffrey,
I'll take it.
congratulations on second
Nice
place.
job.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Congrats. Congrats, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
I think Jeffrey deserves it. I think it's pretty easy to step off the log and grab a second advantage when you know you need to get in your pocket. So that's why I think Jeffrey wins and not Nick.
Nick, I think he had the most heart in the game. I think it's amazing that he was so least likely to win in this game. He's the most deserving. I think he had the most heart in it.
I'm voting for Nick because we've been working together for a long time. I'm really happy to see him take the whole thing. He deserves it. He worked really hard.